tight. And you can see how it just, you know, went into a nice compact ball there, right? Everything's tucked in, you're protecting some of that meat on the inside, right? Now, we're going to put them on a rack. All the rest of our butter, some juices, are going to go on them. Okay. Now we want to roast on a rack, right? And roasting, we're just talking about heating, cooking in an enclosed space, right? A box, an oven, right? We're keeping that heat in there. Whether it's a conventional or a convection oven with a fan, either way, okay? But what we want, what we're looking for, is nice air circulation around the food. So putting it on a rack, you get hot air going all the way around, right? If this was sitting against the tray, or even in a bed of vegetables, right? That bottom part really isn't roasting at that point. It's really steaming, right? Because it's just moisture in there, right? So this way we're actually getting the roast, we're actually getting the crisp skin all the way around. And that's what we want, right? We want that nice crisp exterior, okay? And butter, you know, acts as like a little suntan lotion. You know, it's going to get that crisp exterior. It's going to baste it while it's cooking. Remember, all the fat anyway in a chicken is in the skin. So as that skin is crisping, it's melting, it's basting the food. Okay? If you were roasting something that was very lean without the fat, well then you want to apply some fat to it, some moisture to it. A lot of times we might lard or bard. The term's lard or bard. Larding, inserting fat into a product. Barding is wrapping fat around a product. So something like wrapped in bacon. You know, that's the most common thing, right? But you know, you could really use anything that has a nice fat content. Butter, oil, bacon, whatever. Okay? So we're ready to go. We're going to pop this in the oven. I want to be sure, you know, the oven's hot when I go in. Okay. And we're probably going to let that go.
So if it was bigger, would you still want to keep it open like that? If it was a bigger burner?
Keep it
Open, like, as far as not in like a roasting pan or something.
Yeah, I'd still want to keep it open. Sure, yeah. And even like turkey, you know, when I do a turkey for like Thanksgiving, I have it on a rack, you know, and that way it's cooking all the way around. And I'll baste it continually so it's getting moist, but you know, you want it all the way around. And even covering something when you're roasting.
So I usually cover everything. And
Right.
put it in a
Well, what's
roasting
it really doing when you're covering it?
Steaming.
It's steaming. Right. You're steaming it. So a lot of times you can. Well, you can expedite the cooking a lot more. You'll cook faster with that steam. Because remember, steam's a good transmitter of heat.
It will cook faster.
It will cook faster. Steam is very efficient. So covering it, you're keeping that steam in, it's going to cook faster. Okay? It's not going to cook the same. Right? Which is often why you might cover it and then uncover it for the last half hour of cooking to get the nice crisp exterior and something like that. You don't want it to be covered during the final cooking where the skin is going to be soft and mushy and that kind of thing, because it's not very nice to eat. So we want it nice and crisp. So if a big bird like that, where it might burn before it's actually cooked, well, you could cover it. That protects that outside a little bit. The steam gets it cooked pretty quickly, and then uncovering it towards the end, you can crisp that skin. Okay?
Bless you.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. Let's take a 15-minute break.